Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is me, Jordan Young, back once again with another terrific certified hood classic. As you guys would have seen from the title and the thumbnail of this video, today we are going to be talking about the Amamaniere While You Were Sleeping collection. Before we get into the collection and talk about the individual sneakers as well as some of the release dates, it's probably a pertinent idea to address the elephant in the room, which is the whole James Whitner backdooring story. Like, what happened there? You guys might remember in November last year, this story broke and it was incredibly scandalous. In researching for this video and digging around, I couldn't find any updates. In fact, the only recent news I can find about James Whitner involve him doing things like opening up an Amamaniere resort or opening up another retail shop location that has inbuilt within it a skate park, or him appearing in the White House. It seems like rather than this scandal upending his business and putting a stop to his activity, it's done the exact opposite. My best guess is that this story has either just gone away or it's still in the process of being investigated and resolved, but Amamaniere's position, or James Whitner's position, seems to be so solid that Nike are quite happy to continue to back him. So having gone through that, let's now draw our attention to this collaboration. Now, sneaker collabs in general over the past few years have been feeling a little bit washed. There's definitely been some really big bangers, don't get me wrong, but the whole thing feels like it needs a little bit of a shot in the arm, something to generate a bit of hype and excitement. And I'm wondering if this sneaker collab here could be the shot in the arm that sneaker culture, or maybe Nike more specifically, is in desperate need of. The first bit of excitement has been generated through this element of surprise. The announcement of this collection has kind of come out of nowhere. In fact, most of us, including myself, thought that we were just going to be getting one, maybe two Air Jordan 3 Amamanieres, but now we have an entire collection to look forward to. The second element that's really cool is this collaboration has a lot of meaning behind it. This collection is going to be celebrating Amamanier's 10-year anniversary. And also they've picked some really nice models. We have a 6-shoe collection. We also have a film, or a short film, with some really exciting promotional material that's going to be coming out adjacent to it all. And when you look at the collection and the shoes, bro, they look nice. They have the signature Amamaniere tones with the colors. They've got the elevated materials, the luxurious presentation, the special packaging. This is the largest single collection that we've had from a sneaker collaboration with Nike since Virgil and the 10, which also makes it quite special as well. So let's go through the sneakers one by one. First and foremost, we have the Air Jordan 3, which are currently available right now on the Amamaniere website. If you haven't yet jumped on and entered into the raffle for these, go for it. The announcement of this collection, I think, puts to bed the rumors that we are going to be getting another Air Jordan 3 colorway in a lighter colorway, which to me makes sense because we've already had the lighter colored Air Jordan 3 Amamaniere back in 2020 or 2021, whenever it was, and to me it just never really made sense that we'd be getting another Air Jordan 3 in a lighter colorway, because normally Amamaniere tends to do one home colorway and one away colorway, or one lighter colorway, one darker colorway. Next up we have the Jordan 4s, which is another pair that we were expecting. We didn't necessarily expect them as part of this collection, but we also knew we were going to be getting these, and these are the Phantoms. It's a women's exclusive with extended sizing available for men's, $250, and these are supposed to be releasing next month, September the 19th, subject to change of course. And these are also supposed to be coming out on the Nike Sneakers app as well as via Amamaniere and the usual retailers. Now, I actually think this colorway is a lot nicer than the first colorway of the Air Jordan 4 Amamanieres. I know these pretty much just look like the first version, but they've been dipped in bleach, but I do think these look a lot nicer. The only criticism, despite these being a really nice looking shoe, is they were quite uncomfortable. Next up we have the Air Jordan 39. These also feature the signature color palette of the violets, the purples, and the blacks. They've got this unique pattern on the upper that also plays into the same two-toned contrast, and they have this gum-like translucent rubber underneath, as well as the Amamanye script which appears on the midsole here. These do look nice. Next up we have the Air Max 95s, and I've got to say, according to the reaction that I've seen online, these are a lot of people's favorite pair from the collection, and you can understand why, man. These look really nice. They've got a really nice elevated aesthetic about them with the use of different leathers. They've got the nice gradient color blocking on the upper, moving from this gray to this pink to this gray to this brown. They look really nice. You guys might actually remember a pair of Amamanye 95s doing the rounds earlier in the year, including these on foot shots, which kind of look a little bit similar. These look like they could almost be the home version of this shoe, and I'm not sure if these are still set to come out, or maybe this is like a sample pair that has ended up turning into this release pair. I'm still not sure what's going on with this particular pair, but the pair that's coming out as part of the collection looks really good. The only difference compared to the normal Air Max 95 is these don't have the little lace eyelets things. Another pair that I'm seeing get a lot of really good reaction as well is the Air Force One lows you can see pictured here. They kind of have a similar vibe to them, I want to say, to the linens that we had recently restock. And so in terms of the color blocking and the palettes, these are bang on point. These have a patterned textured lining on the interior, which you can see here from this picture. Nice contrast with the gray swoosh, and then they've got some slightly modified perforations on the toe box, which give them a little bit of character. And as you guys have probably already seen, instead of the air on the midsole, you've got the Amamanye co-branding. So definitely an elevated looking Air Force One. No pricing information on these. If these come in at a relatively similar price point to your normal Air Force Ones, I can see these being really popular. Actually, they'll be popular regardless. And then finally, you have a Converse Weapon Low. Now, I'm sure most of you guys out there know exactly why this is the case. Some of you guys might be thinking, hang on, why is there a Converse in there? Don't forget, Nike own Converse, and a little bit like they did with Virgil Abloh on the 10, when he included a Converse as part of his 10, and also subsequent Off-White collabs, they've seen fit to chuck a Converse in there as well. I think the shoe is perfectly fine. It's probably my least favorite because I'm not as into Converse as the rest, but I'm sure a lot of you guys out there will really like these. Now, in terms of releases, we have the dates obviously for the 3s, which are coming out very soon, and then we have a release date next month for the 4s. There are some rumors out there that I'm hearing that some of these are going to be way more limited and way more exclusive than others, with some of them only releasing via Amamanye retailers. And whilst I can understand why they might choose to do it that way, I really hope that they don't. I really hope they make this collection accessible, not to the point where they overproduce it and they brick, but definitely to the point where at least the normal tier 0 retailers will get a healthy stock allocation. But make sure you guys are subscribed to me here and go and follow me on IG so I can keep you guys updated with all of the release dates. Me personally, I feel like this whole collection is a W. In fact, I feel like these shoes are some of Amamanye's best to date. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that this collection is what Nike needs right now to revivify some interest in the brand as well as Amamanye? Or do you guys think that this is an average collab? It's the same old that we're used to seeing from the likes of Amamanye in predictable color blocking, overpriced and uncomfortable? Feel free to sound off down below and let me know what you guys think.